Welcome to the Flourish Life Ministries podcast. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about how to love your neighbor. Hey everyone.
Hey guys, happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Glad to see you all. Sorry we're getting this video out there a little late. We just had company. It was all good. Running from churches, stuff like that. Or running, not from.
It makes you sound like a heathen.
Well, anyways, moving back to what we're talking about, it's week 3 of our study.
A call to love.
And we are glad that you're with us. Glad that you guys have just stuck it in there. And I hope you're enjoying the daily verses that we're putting out. We want to make sure that we just continue to grow in our love for God. And every year that we do any studies like this, we're growing too. We're just going like, man, we could love better. We could do better. Even this week has been a very educational time for me. It's like, man, I got to learn how to do this better. I'm not doing so great in maintaining a posture of peace and love.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
That's a good way to say that.
I can word it if I got enough time. I can word it the way I want to. With that being said, week 1 we talked about how God loved us.
Yeah.
And
the big, unfathomable love for us. The never-ending love of God.
And because He loved us first.
Yeah.
It enables us, unlocks the door for us to, number 1, reciprocate that love back to Him.
That's right. That was week 2.
That was week 2. And so I hope you spent last week just giving God love, just admonishing Him, telling Him how wonderful He is and how great He is. And then that's going to lead us into, once we receive God's love and give it back to Him, then we get this chain, or this, flywheel effect, where now we get the ability to love
others. So Jesus said, we hear we did our verses in Matthew 22, and it says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength, and with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself.
Yeah.
And Jesus says this, it's recorded several times in the New Testament, and He talks about it being the second greatest commandment. So loving God being the first, and loving others being the second.
Yeah.
And then that's the golden rule.
Right.
So He talks about that in Matthew 7:12, and He says, do to others what you would like them to do to you. This is the essence of all that is taught in the law and in the prophets.
It's like the bow on top of that package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated.
Which, how many rules in the Old Testament you look at and they're like, don't do this, don't do that. And it's all about trying to solve the contentions of men against man.
Yeah.
And Jesus is just like, look, if you'll love God first, put Him first and only, and you'll do unto others as you want to have done unto you, that's going to take care of...
Yeah, focus on that. Don't focus on everything you're not supposed to do. Focus on what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And He says, He's saying essentially, when I look back at the law and the prophets, that's the Torah, that's the first books of the Bible.
Yeah.
He's saying, what I see that they mean is to love God and love others.
Well, I would also... Yeah, I hear what you're saying there. I think that's good. I think I want to caution you guys, that doesn't mean that that's not to word or not to read. It doesn't mean I'm summing up everything in here as much as it means this brings it all together.
No, He's saying this is the central theme.
Yeah.
There's obviously other things in there to learn, but if you're reading those and not taking away that you should love God and love others, then you've missed it.
Right. Through this lens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how, we should read it through that lens. That's the theme.
Yeah. But I have heard people be like, well, that sums up pretty much the Old Testament, so I'm done reading. I don't have to read the Old Testament anymore.
There's so many beautiful gems in the Old Testament. You're missing it. I love the Old Testament. Yeah.
So don't take that as a license to not. Well, take it as the understanding of Jesus is saying, if you're reading it, it should always bring you back to that point of we're called to love others the way we're wanting to be loved.
Yeah, and that same command, it's in the Old Testament as well. In Leviticus, God said, do not seek revenge or bear a grudge against a fellow Israelite, but love your neighbor as yourself. So even in Leviticus, even pre-Jesus, this is God's saying this. He's saying, love others, treat them like you treat yourself.
Right.
Which is saying, okay, the same concern you have for yourself on whether you're going to have peace, whether you're going to have food security, whether you're going to be, feel like you're at odds with others. your same drive to not have those things happen to you is how you should feel about other people. You should want peace for them. You should want safety for them. You should want, you know.
Well, okay, and another part of that is do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. Okay, well, God, can you give me a bigger example of that? God says, okay, well, I loved you to empower you with the love I want to have for me. So God has done unto us what he wishes we would do back to him.
Yeah.
Well, are you telling me that I need to have a son and he'd die for Jesus or die for God? No, that's not, you're getting, now you're getting the legalistic side. You're not focused on what we're actually saying. God is saying, pour unto me what I gave unto you. Do unto others, pour unto others as you want to have done unto you. God was willing to show a great depth of his love so we might be able to reciprocate that back to him.
Right, but I mean, but also in a literal sense of Jesus laid down his life for us, and we are called to lay down our lives for others. Not in the sense that we're supposed to die for everyone, because man, that would make quick work of humanity, right? Like we'd just be gone. But that we should put others' needs like in our forefront. We should be thinking of them. We shouldn't go out of our way to help out a brother and sister in need.
Right.
You know?
Our hearts should be focused for others.
Exactly, yeah.
Very good.
And that like really boils down to like what you're saying, like it's that reciprocal thing, but we love God by loving others. Like when we love others, that's loving God. So this really goes hand in hand with last week. Like we're like, oh, we should love God. Well, part of that action step is loving others.
Right.
And loving others, that command in and of itself is a call to action. You know, the golden rule there says do to others.
It's an action.
Not think about others.
Yeah.
Think fondly of each other, everybody. Good thoughts, good vibes, everybody. Like, no, it's a do.
Yeah.
There's something here that is tangible. And so that takes me back to like the Good Samaritan is like a beautiful story of this, right?
Right.
Like it's not just like, hey, if your best friend is sick, like take her soup.
Right.
You know, like it's, hey, even that annoying person that you work with, even that really hateful neighbor, even, you know, your enemy.
Yeah. When you see them down, when you see them needing help and you're right there, reach out and help them. And that was the story. The Samaritan was on the road. Some guy got beat up. A Jewish man got beat up, left for dead. A Levite walked by, wouldn't touch him. He didn't want to get dirty. A priest walked by, didn't want to touch him, didn't want to get dirty. And then you have a Samaritan who says, this dude needs help. And the Samaritan and the Jewish man would not have got along. They didn't have good thoughts to each other. They didn't like each other. They weren't friends. They were enemies. And yet the Samaritan had compassion upon his neighbor.
Right.
And so he chose to pick up that man, stick him on his own donkey, and take him to an inn. He wrapped up his wounds and put oil upon him, took him to the inn, dropped him off there, told the innkeeper, take care of him. Here's some money for it. If there's anything else that's going to cost, when I return, I'll pay it. Basically making it where that man who got beat up, he may have lost everything, but he didn't accumulate
More debt, right?
He didn't accumulate a debt to stay at the end and heal up, nor did he create a debt for food or to be healed. It was already taken care of by a good Samaritan. Somebody who said, I'm going to take care of you. For Jews to hear about a good Samaritan would have been offensive. It'd be like me telling you about a good terrorist. You would have said that doesn't contradict. But it was just the poisonous way that they viewed their brothers.
Yeah, I do like that you said that he had compassion on him. Because compassion is love in action, and it's different than pity.
That's good.
You know, pity is like, oh, poor guy. I'll drop a 20 beside him.
Yeah, and that's the thing about the word do unto others. Do takes action. It has a cost.
Yeah.
Whenever you see somebody, man, I pray for him. Jesus, just bless them. Amen. Those are like, did you do?
Right. I feel like that's opening the door to loving others the way you want to be loved. It's opening the door, but it's not stepping all the way through.
Yeah. Were you using that prayer more like a wishing on a star? Or were you like, God, whatever they got going on, would you please meet them? I mean, you just heard two different prayers. One was flippant and one was very pointed. God, I am taking this moment to dig deep into this situation, this person, make them my neighbor. I'm creating a place for neighbor. And I say, God, reach them.
Yeah.
That becomes a do. That worship or that prayer becomes an effort, a do to that individual.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. The Good Samaritan, let's just say that he had 14 different servants with him in a caravan, and he said to one of them, he said, get that guy off the road. If he needs to go somewhere, go somewhere and just, give him some money so they take care of him. But let's keep going. Would that have been a do?
Right? Like, sure, he was taken care of, but was it done out of love? Not really.
No, it's just done out of, it would, the right thing to do would be X, Y, Z. Let me
Right.
write the check, get it out of my way, go away.
That's the thing is, okay, so real love has action, but action has to have the love,
Yeah. And
or it's pointless,
we had a missionary,
which is going to go into our next thing.
we had a missionary here last year. I was talking to him about like just platform promotion, like how do you want to, because it was one we haven't interviewed or nothing like that. You guys won't know him, but it was just one of those people who, great guy doing wonderful work in a very sensitive place. And I said, do you want us to help promote your stuff or whatever? And he said, hey, I really don't want to give out too much information unless it's somebody who really wants to be a part of our journey. And I just thought, like, how beautiful. Don't
Yeah.
give me somebody who just wants to throw a check at me. Don't give me somebody, even if it's $1 million, which would be wonderful. They wanted someone who would not only give, but also pray.
Right. Well, it's not every cause. Like, we shouldn't take up every cause, because there's a million causes out there. We could easily all spend everything we had and be living on the streets ourselves if we took up every single cause, but we wouldn't be as effective, because the cause that has your heart, you're going to be so much more effective. You're going to be so much more impactful.
Right. Because a cause that has your heart is a cause that God's knitted you to.
Yeah.
And whenever God's knitted you to a cause, then He's given grace and empowerment for you to fulfill your role inside that cause. But whenever you choose shame, guilt, to write a check or to try to take care of somebody or to send them a wish upon a star prayer,
Right.
you have done nothing but burn your own candle, and it doesn't have the power of God behind it.
Right. Or you're just trying to give in all of these places and help all these people to make yourself look good without loving. Like, I think that's what we're going to go into here. Like, in 1 Corinthians 13, we're just going to let Paul preach to you, because he does it better.
Preach. Yeah, we've got like 7 minutes before we have to have this thing done. So let's let Paul.
It's a short chapter.
1 Corinthians, and I'm reading it, so 20 minutes later. 1 Corinthians 13 says this: if I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but do not love, I've become a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. Do I do commentary or no commentary?
Do you want me to read and you do commentary? You're better at the commentary.
No, I've got it. But you heard right there, it was that whole thing of, even if you uttered the words of angels, which, when the angels praise God, heaven shakes. Like, the doorways of heaven are shook. That's crazy, right?
Yeah. But if you do that without love, you're just a gong. You're just annoying and jarring. You know?
And there ain't nothing.
Unnerving.
I'm having a place right now. Just this transparency. Is he being transparent? Noises are bothering me like crazy.
Which is super fun when you live and work and go to school all in the same house, all together, all the same time.
It's bad. And like, just, you can have the dishwasher going in the background. I'm going like, why does it have to be so loud in this house? The other day, Brandy turned on TV and I'm going, turn it down. Now, our TV, everybody's TV is a little different. Our TV at 12 is appropriate. 15 is nursing home normal, if you will. This thing was on a 6.
Which is like reading subtitles because you can't quite hear what they
And
are
I'm going,
saying.
it is so loud in our house. Now, if we're in a room full of people, I can't hear what you're saying to me 5 feet away, but things are loud. Okay, there is nothing more annoying than the noisy gong and the clanging cymbal. You're not doing anything. All you're doing is making noise.
You're saying, look what I'm doing. Look at how I'm giving. Look at how I'm loving people.
Yeah, you're not engaged.
And it's not love.
Love connects you to engagement.
Yeah.
Okay, 2. If I have the gift of prophecy and I know all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have all faith so as to remove mountains, but I don't have love, I am nothing. Boy, that changed something right there. Did you see that? It wasn't that. This is an identity thing. I am nothing.
Yeah, even if I have all power, even if I'm moving mountains and my faith is amazing, if I'm not doing it in love, because you're missing something.
Love unlocks identity.
Yeah.
What's my identity? Beloved.
Yeah.
Loved of God. But if I can
For
move
what
mountains,
purpose?
if I have faith, if I can have words of knowledge, if I'm the know-it-all in the room, but I don't have love, I don't have an identity. I am nothing. And if I gave all my possessions to feed the poor, and if I surrender my body to be burned, but do not have love, it profits me nothing. God, look at what we did for you.
Yeah, those
God, look
are
at how
not
much
treasures
money
in heaven.
we gave into missions. How much money, God, we paid over our tithe. God, look what we did. We should get something for that. Oh, now you missed it.
Yeah.
Did you do it with a cheerful heart or out of obligation? Did you do it out of love? Was it love? Because if you just did it, it profited you nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not jealous. Love does not brag, and it is not arrogant. Does not act unbecomingly. It does not speak its own. Is not provoked. Does not take into account the wrong suffered. Does not reject the unrighteousness, but rejoices with truth. Love has to be that place where you're going, I'm going to receive truth from God. I'm going to rejoice in what He says. And if I get wronged, if things don't work out, I rejoice that I am loved of God and He will make it work out.
Bitterness doesn't live with love.
No, bitterness steals identity. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Boy, no matter what you're going through, just grab onto love, because love will be there at the end of it. Love's like the cockroach of the fruits of the Spirit.
Gross, no.
Sorry, I should have said it that way. It's going to be there forever. You know, they say cockroach will survive a nuclear...
Yeah.
Did I ruin it?
Yeah.
I ruined the video.
It's beautiful.
Sorry, guys, I ruined it. Love's going to always be there. Hook onto love and hold. Love never fails. But if there are gifts of prophecy, they will be done away with. If there are tongues, they will cease. If there is knowledge, it will be done away with. For we know in part and we prophesy in part, but when the perfect comes, the partial will be done away with. When I was a child, I spake like a child. Is that what I just did? Yeah, a little bit. I think like a child. That's what I just did. I reasoned like a child. And when I became a man, I did away with childish things. I'm not choked up. I'm dry-throated. Hang on. For now we see in a mirror dimly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then I will know fully, just as I also have been fully known. What did we go back to?
It's identity again.
We went back to identity. Love is the key, the doorway to identity. But now faith, hope, and love abide in these three, but the greatest of these is love. Powerful.
So above faith, above hope is love.
Yeah.
Because it unlocks everything. It unlocks who you are. It unlocks who you see others to be. Because when you act in love, you see the God in them.
That's big stuff. That's big stuff. Sorry for the cockroach thing. I didn't mean to gross you out, but it's that thing. If it's always enduring, it is. Love is the thing that's going to stick there. Well,
I'm glad it's a beautiful picture in your head.
it is a beautiful picture in my head. And
Oh,
some of
sorry,
you need
buddy.
to catch it. You need to catch it.
I'm sorry.
Love is always enduring. It's always there for you. Hang on to love. Because love is, once again, I'm going to say it again. We're going to say it 100 more times. Love is the doorway to identity. You are beloved of God. Today, we were at a wonderful church, had a great time there, and the pastor addressed the church as beloved.
Beloved.
And I love that. Why?
Yeah.
It's a reminder of who you are in Christ.
Yeah, so if you're having a hard time loving others, look for the God that shines through in them.
Yeah. You're beloved, so go and take care of and love the beloved of Christ, which is your neighbor, all
Yeah.
the people around us. Don't take time into judging. Don't take time into criticizing, but look at the world around us and say, God, I want to love them the way that you love them.
Yeah.
With that,
That's the end. And we'll see you guys next Sunday again for our final video in the series.
yeah. All right. Love you guys. Bye.